Britain and Ireland. It's time to take part in the ultimate cooking competition. Turning up the heat. 2 expert judges. Professional chef and baking queen, Lorraine Pascal.
Don't let the smile fool you. I'll say it how it is.
And international Michelin-starred chef, Jason Atherton.
I take my food really seriously, and I'm looking for those home cooks who also share that same passion.
And desperate to impress, 12 enthusiastic amateurs.
It's gonna explode.
Oh my God!
Cooking in couples.
We are best friends, we live together, we work together, we cook together.
We're neighbours.
He's my hairdresser.
It's region against region.
Welcome to Scotland!
Listen, we're Team Wales, right? We are the best.
Oh, crying out loud.
First, they'll host supersized dinner parties.
They're not crispy. They're becoming some sort of nightmare.
To wow the judges.
To me, the dish is a disappointment.
And their rivals.
I wish I hadn't eaten it, actually.
Philip's got a game plan.
You see it in his eyes.
Before being pushed to their limits.
Your kitchens are parked behind you.
Cooking for crowds.
Never cooked this amount of people before, it's insane.
And ultimately, they'll fight for survival in cook-offs against the clock.
If you fail to deliver, you go to sudden death.
Faster, mate, faster, faster, faster.
No.
Partnerships will be pushed to breaking point
Just cut.
Hideous.
as the teams battle it out for a prize of £25,000.
These guys may be home cooks now, but by the end of this competition, I'm expecting restaurant-quality dishes.
And to be crowned the champions of My Kitchen Rules.
The competition is on.
Previously on My Kitchen Rules, the toughest challenge yet.
Think spectacular when designing your dishes.
A banquet for 30 mystery VIPs.
I've never, ever cooked a piece of beef this size before.
Come on, Kev. With this, Dan, it takes as long as it takes.
What they don't know is that these VIP guests are their friends and family.
They are VIPs.
Danny and Kev scored big
I give you a 9.
9 out of 10.
and were the first to reach the grand final.
Over the moon.
To decide who would join them,
We want a top-notch trio of desserts.
a tense cook-off.
No.
Philip went missing in action,
What am I looking for?
but Emma pulled Team Wales through,
Your dad's creme brulee did it.
Oh.
You're in the final.
sending Team Scotland, Catriona and Alana, home. Kitchen headquarters and the grand final. To be crowned My Kitchen Rules champions, Team Wales, Emma and Philip,
It's huge for us. It's enormous for us. We're going to be MKR champions.
must battle it out against Essex firefighters, Danny and Kev.
If we're crowned champions today, Danny's going to cry. I might even have a little blubber with him, you know what I mean?
These two teams have history.
Right at the very beginning, they was saying, they can't cook, they can't cook.
I wonder whether they have the capabilities of producing fine dining.
Kev, stop turning it. It's all starting to split.
I don't think they're ever going to improve on this. I don't think they're going to get better.
Philip's trying to come over as if he's Mr. Intelligent, Mr.
Yeah.
Tastebuds.
We've been put high up there on a bit of a pedestal.
By me.
They're all amazing.
None of this is going to be Philip. This is all to do with Emma.
I believe that we are superior to Danny and Kev.
Teams, this is it. The My Kitchen Rules Grand Final.
We want you to cook us a faultless, three-course meal.
Jason and I will score each course out of 10. The team with the highest score will be crowned the winners of My Kitchen Rules and receive a prize of £25,000.
It has taken teamwork and trust to get this far in the competition. But that trust is about to be pushed to the absolute limit. For your starter, only one of you will be cooking. You need to decide now who that person will be.
Well, goodness me. Obviously, it would be Emma. I'm thinking I can sit down, have a cup of tea and watch this from a distance.
We'd just like one of you to step forward.
But there's no hiding behind your teammate today. So, guys, it's time to swap.
We were surprised, but don't matter to us. Let's bring it on.
Philip didn't want to walk forward, did he?
He held
was
back.
stuck there.
That right leg held back, didn't it, you know?
Yeah, he didn't want to go forward.
It's a massive undertaking for Philip to do solo. That's when I just felt sick. This is the final. We can't muck up now.
Your starter must be served in 1 hour. Emma and Danny, you must not do any cooking. Good luck. Your time starts now.
Philip and Kev have 60 minutes to produce their starters.
I'm just going to take a seat.
For once, I'm in charge, and I'm the one in control.
Lobsters. Go get your lobsters.
Good thinking.
Philip's going solo with lobster tail on Sabaglione and a crab-filled parmesan basket.
I'm just going to speak to you like I'm doing it. I know that you're doing it, but I'm going to just...
You do, darling, you do what you got to do.
I would...
If I want you to be quiet, right, I'll tell you.
OK, so this is for the Zabaglione, yeah? Zabaglione is a sauce made with egg yolks. It's very light, very delicate, which goes beautifully with the lobster. If that goes wrong, we don't have a dish. Do you think it's
No,
it? Do you think it's it, Philip?
Yes, dear.
I'm helping you, I'm not...
This is going to be a very tough challenge for Philip. He's had a lot of stick about his cooking prowess compared to Emma. So now it's going to take a lot of patience and a lot of Emma sitting on those hands to get through this dish.
Perfect.
Taking charge of Team South starter, Kev.
But we're using this sliced pancetta, and I'm going to get it nice and crispy.
He's cooking a trio of black pudding with scallop, pancetta and quail's egg, with apple puree.
Today, from the fireman, you're going to see fine dining, finesse, and it's going to be a bit dainty, isn't it, mate?
They look absolutely gorgeous, mate.
They do, don't they?
Because the dish is so simple, the scallops are going to have to be cooked perfect.
It needs to go last minute too.
Yeah.
Although I've been doing most of the prepping and Dan does more finer and finesse cooking than what I do, I can cook.
Kev, do the quail's eggs. Do one at a time. Tap them first and just roll them.
These are very delicate.
Kev, come on. Is it coming off, though?
It's coming off very slowly. Feels a little bit soft.
If it feels too soft, you need to start again. If it feels OK, you carry on.
No.
Right.
I'm going to have to
we
redo
can do
the
them
quails.
again.
Yeah.
Teams, you're halfway through. You've got 30 minutes left.
My lobsters can go in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both going.
Yeah, as long as the water covers it, yeah?
Perfect.
Put your timer on. So you need 8 minutes for those lobsters.
Lobsters in. Next, parmesan baskets.
Because you don't want to have to do this again. No, it's really gentle.
Yeah, no.
I think it's overcooked. Philip.
Let's try it, let's try
no,
it.
don't waste it. No, don't waste it. Put it back on the
just
tray.
Just a second, I want to try it. Yeah, I think we might do another one.
I thought so. All you needed to do then was just put it back into the oven.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
and just melt it, remelt it.
Philip is not listening.
I didn't want you to have to do it again.
Teams, you have 15 minutes remaining.
With a second batch of quail's eggs on the boil, Kev's onto the black pudding.
Is the black pudding OK? Kev,
Yeah, I'll tell you what, some of it's collapsed.
have you taken the skin off?
No.
Right.
Bin 'em.
Come, mate, you've got to really pump it out now, Kev, mate. Scallops in the pan. Come on, mate.
Oil?
Just get them in the dry pan. Go on.
Kev seems to be in a spot of bother. He's already started the black pudding. Again?
Right, get on an egg.
He's not done the quail eggs properly, so have to do that again.
Right, have a little look over to your scallops. How are they getting on? No,
I think they're too much.
too much.
Start again?
Yeah. I was thinking Kevin's got to really push the boat out here.
Coming up,
I've got 1 minute left.
Just go. Knock Emma out of the way.
teamwork is pushed to the limit,
Get the baskets and the crab. Frustrating beyond belief.
and old rivals come to dinner.
To see the two teams that are in the finals, should it have been us? Yes.
In the My Kitchen Rules final,
Straight into that bowl.
Danny and Kev and Emma and Philip are battling it out in a 3-course cook-off.
Leave that.
But for the starter, only one team member can cook.
Take your lobsters.
It's Philip's lobster
Okay.
Two.
Just tip it.
versus Kev's second attempt at a trio of black pudding.
Every sort of element that we had, none of them were done.
Teams, you have 5 minutes remaining.
Right, get the scallop in there. Leave it, that's it. Put it in, leave it. Kevin ain't brilliant at multitasking.
Yeah, it's looking okay, actually.
Yeah, happy?
Happy.
Kev, is your black pudding okay? That's it.
Yeah, a little bit longer.
Right, coming back to the egg then. Keep looking back at that pan. So I was trying to get into focus. Back to the first one. What's it look like?
Lovely.
Right, coming back to the egg then. Go to the second one, start the third one, back to the first one. And he just kept going forward. Come on, Kev. Good man.
We've got 2 minutes left.
My little beauties.
There's a lot easier way of doing it than that.
I know, but it's the way I've done it before, so... Come back. It's cooked to perfection.
Kev, get your plates out. Get your sauce bottle out. Get the apple in there. Just focus. Yeah? Come, mate, quickly.
Perfection, perfection.
Pop that in the middle of that. Get the baskets and the crab. Just make sure that it looks really pretty. We've got 1 minute left.
Right, then you've got to leg it, Kev, and go and get some micro herbs. Knock Emma out of the way. They're little pea shoots, aren't they?
Oh, well. He's got these pea shoots. Oh, I can't find them, so I've got you cauliflower. That's what it felt like.
Just go, just go.
10.
Put the chairs on top of the lobster.
8. 7. 6. 5.
Tiny little bits, tiny.
4,
Don't rush it.
3. 2. 1. Stand away from your benches.
And somehow...
We done it again.
You done it, mate. Well done. Well done, mate.
Oh, that was nerve-wracking.
If there was 2 of us working on that, it just would have just
no
looked
less.
so different.
The starter is served.
Improvements could have been made, but it's the best that I could do in the time factor. You know, let's hope we get a good mark for this.
Overall, I'm feeling fine about it. The dish looked nice. We got all the elements on the plate in the allotted time.
But there's no let-up for the finalists. Before the judges tuck in, the teams will get going on their main course.
You'll be glad to know that you'll now be cooking as teams once again.
Phew.
Lorraine and I are going to have some help scoring this one. So, we need you to cook 6 plates of spectacular food.
You have 90 minutes to make it count. Your time starts now.
Right. 6 plates of food.
At least we're working together now.
Yeah, phew.
No sitting on the stool, though, mate.
Well, you didn't like that, did you?
Getting your own back.
While cooking continues, the judges taste. They'll score each dish once they've tried all 3 courses. First up, Philip's lobster tail with zabaglione and a crab-filled parmesan basket.
Philip has overcooked the lobster. It's a little bit dry.
What would have really pulled this together would have been the zabaglione. What happened was, he made it and it was sitting there and getting a skin on it and getting a bit claggy.
Yep. I love the parmesan basket. He did a really good job of those because that was quite difficult. I think it showed that he's competent.
Those potatoes need a good 45 minutes, don't they, in the oven?
Yeah, that's why I'm starting them first.
Next, Kev's trio of black pudding with pancetta, scallop and quail's egg on apple puree.
Kev had all sorts of problems with this dish. And when the plate came down, I thought, oh my goodness, what is that zigzag apple sauce thing? That's kind of like a bit primary school. But I could eat that all day long. I thought the quail's egg, look at that, golden. Cut it open and it just poured over the black pudding. The scallops caramelised perfectly on the outside, soft and glossy inside. I loved it.
It was a little bit scruffy, but that is a good combination of flavours.
But if they had time to make 3 elements twice, was there enough skill on that plate in the first place?
In the kitchens, the teams have an hour and 20 minutes left to cook a winning main course.
Look at the colour of it, Kev. There's no colouring in that or nothing. That's just them.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? Just natural.
Danny and Kev are making their own pasta with seafood and a chili and tomato sauce.
It's like your mama used to make.
Like a mama.
You know, if they're just doing a bit of seafood and pasta, is it going to be enough to wow us?
Look at the size of them. They're bigger than my cat. Look at them.
You're going to make the fondant potatoes, yeah?
Yeah.
OK, I'm going to go and get the duck and get that marinated, all right?
OK.
Philip and Emma's main, duck breast with a port and blackberry sauce, celeriac cream, braised chicory and fondant potato.
What's happening in your pan?
My pan, the potatoes are just cooking away.
I think we can really deliver
Yes.
everything that Jason and Lorraine are looking for. We're pushing ourselves on several techniques, and the flavour combinations are well thought out. So I decided to marinate the duck. We just put a few juniper berries and a little bit of olive oil and some salt.
What Emma's done with the duck is actually a cure because she's added salt. The unfortunate thing is there, it'll go very dry.
We can start this duck. I'm going to render the fat off.
Teams, can I have your attention, please? Make sure these dishes are perfect, because we won't be the only people scoring them. Please welcome back your former competitors.
Hey!
Hello!
You have to excuse us because we're busy.
I'm surprised that it's Danny and Kev in the final.
Should it have been us? Yes.
Nice to see Duncan's put a bit of effort in.
Yeah.
I think we have underestimated how organised, how creative, what great cooks they really are.
How you getting on, Kev?
Yeah, I've cleaned the clams.
I think there's every chance that Danny and Kev could win. They've just gone from strength to strength.
We're well impressed.
You all look stunning. Really lovely.
I am expecting some very high standard dishes from Emma and Philip. I think it's going to be a good fight.
Yeah,
You know, to the end.
To the end.
What are you doing now? Anything?
No, nothing.
Right, okay. Can you just press these down just really gently?
We fully expected to see Emma and Philip in the final, so we're happy about that.
Right, that.
We really respect them as cooks, and we see ourselves in Emma.
Teams, you have 30 minutes left. Come on, guys. 30 minutes for a fantastic main course.
So that goes in for, what did we say, 8 minutes?
Pasta's stuck, Kev. Yeah, stuck all together.
Danny's having a nightmare. The pasta is really, really soft, so it's sticking.
I haven't put enough flour in it. It's going to set us back because I've now got to form that all back into the ball. Now I've had to start again, rolling it out into thin sheets.
Just panicking now with me. You must make pasta with love.
Who makes better pasta? Gabby and Steph or Danny and Kev?
Definitely us.
Oh, why is nothing ever easy? What I need you to do, I need you to start getting all this ready, yeah?
Because Danny had to do the pasta again, it meant I had to jump on and do the seafood. So it threw me a little bit.
Get the mussels in one, the clams in the other one.
Danny's stuck on pasta patrol. He's left Kev to all the seafood, all the sauce. I'm not sure if they've got that the right way round.
We just enough for you?
You taste it, Kev.
Kev has to get that sauce right. It's the essence of the dish.
That's lovely.
Go on.
Because I've got the taste now.
Right, that's lovely.
Right. Ow. It's all right.
Yeah, because it didn't get you?
Yep.
Kev's accidentally hit the side of the cooker and half of the sauce has gone all over the floor. It's gone over me. Bloody hell.
Coming up, time to tuck in.
Presentation is just somewhat lacking.
We need a really good ending.
And one last chance to impress.
To make a dessert worthy of winners.
You're not listening again.
I was going to do that.
That's it, mate, isn't it? That's brilliant.
I'm not going to do it. It's not going to work.
It's the My Kitchen Rules final.
Danny and Kev, Philip and Emma, you have 10 minutes left.
Right, 10 minutes, Philip, now. This is the last push.
The main course will be served to the judges and the former contestants.
What's important about this sauce is it reduces enough so it gets really thick and glossy. How are they looking?
I think they'll be all
I
right.
think if you leave them now, they'll...
Not
Careful,
close.
just leave them like that and they'll finish cooking.
Right.
The boys are making pasta with seafood.
Nearly there with the pasta, mate. One more pass.
Working really hard to get that all out.
Yeah, it was like Danny was unreeling the fire hose.
Yeah.
Right, Kev, we're going to cook this pasta now.
Emma and Philip are pinning their hopes on perfectly cooked duck.
How's it looking, Emma?
Rare.
Good.
Jason, I like duck. That, to me, is looking a little bit too rare.
Yeah, a lot of blood coming out of it.
A lot of blood. Teams, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes, come on, push.
Right, Kev, that's ready to play out, mate.
Oh my God, come on, Philip, we can do this now.
Kev, quicker.
Come on, Philip.
Right, okay.
Blackberries.
Come on, you can do it.
Danny and Kev don't seem to be putting much sauce on their pasta. That's a shame.
We're on 13 seconds.
Come on, come on.
Come on, mate, quicker, Kev. Drizzle, on the ball.
10, 9, 8, 7,
So everyone got a sauce?
5,
Outside.
3, 2, 1. Step away
Step
from your
away.
benches.
We knew it weren't right. That's the thing. We knew we'd gone down with that main.
The main course is served.
I'm happy with what we put out.
Quality-wise, technical, definitely. Taste, definitely.
A poor main dish, really. I hope the flavour's there, but it's not going to win a Michelin star.
The former contestants will also taste and score both dishes. But for the finalists, it's back to the kitchens.
You have 90 minutes to make a dessert worthy of winners.
Good luck, teams. Your 90 minutes starts now.
Kev, we've got 3 desserts, mate, in 90 minutes. We've got to really push it out.
Right, what do you need?
I need a tray.
As the teams get going with dessert,
Oh, let's do it. So get some chocolate.
it's time to taste the main. First, Emma and Philip's duck breast with a port and blackberry sauce, celeriac cream, braised chicory, and fondant potato.
I love the presentation, it's really pretty. I actually prefer my duck a little bit more cooked, but after having eaten this, I like it this way as well. But I'm not tasting the juniper.
The duck's so good.
I would have preferred, personally, the skin a bit more crispy.
Unfortunately, my potato fondant was a little bit hard.
The celeriac puree, creamy, rich, beautiful. But the star of this dish is the blackberries. They make a wonderful addition to the sauce. Just tastes fabulous. There's loads of skill on this plate.
It's like an Emma and Philip dish, isn't it?
Mhm.
It's very fancy, classic, exactly.
Danny and Kev's dish, seafood pasta with a tomato and chilli sauce.
Just seemed there was an awful lot of pasta there, and there wasn't enough sauce to go with it.
The presentation for My Kitchen Rules Final is just somewhat lacking.
It doesn't look very pretty, does it?
I think they've cooked the pasta really well. I know they have problems with it, but as always, Danny got himself over the finishing line.
I think that's a patch on ours.
It's a lot of pasta.
There's a lot.
Seafood, yeah.
I think the mussel is beautifully cooked. I really like the flavour in it. The clams are a little bit overcooked.
My prawns had that little bit of roasted flavour to them, which I quite liked.
But what really has let the boys down here is the sauce, because there isn't any.
The returning teams will mark both dishes out of 10. These will be added to the judges' scores.
Emma and Philip definitely had the stronger dish.
It all comes down to dessert. The finalists have just 1 hour and 15 minutes left to produce their final dish.
We've got to really push it out, yeah? We've got to get as much done as we can this half hour, yeah? There was a lot more pressure on ourselves for this dessert because of the main dish. We need a really good ending to our 3-course meal to put us back in the running to win this competition.
Danny and Kev are making poached pear with a pear wafer,
I'm going to stick them in the oven for 20 minutes.
ice cream and mulled fruit in a phyllo basket, and a chocolate mousse with honeycomb.
Right, Kev, go on. Give me a palette knife, Kev, or any knife.
Danny and Kev seem to be
Lovely.
working at a ferocious rate.
Right, Kev, we need to get this ice cream on as a matter of urgency.
Danny and Kev have told us that desserts are not their forte. Yet, the dessert that they are making today has many intricate components.
Quicker, Kev.
They've got so much to do, and there really is no margin for error.
We don't want to scramble the eggs, Kev. That's it. We know that we need to impress, to beat Emma and Philip, and to be crowned the champions. That is absolutely gorgeous.
How you doing, Danny?
All right, I think, guys.
Philip, you need to take a few of those pecans away.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it will just take them. Otherwise, it'll be too nutty.
I can do it.
Just
I can do
save
it.
them, okay?
Yeah.
Emma and Philip's grand finale, a chocolate mocha pot,
Coffee and chocolate.
That's lovely.
churros, and Irish cream ice cream with a pecan brittle.
Baileys is going in now. The ice cream. I challenge anyone not to like that ice cream. It is stunning. This should take about 45 minutes.
Teams, 30 minutes has passed. You have 1 hour left.
I'm going to whisk the sugar and the eggs together until it forms ribbons.
So in the instant restaurant now, Kev made chocolate mousse cake and had all sorts of problems with it.
That's melting off okay.
So here we are again, we've been making a chocolate mousse.
We've had a slight problem with the mousse before, didn't we, Dan, with the chocolate splitting. So I've took it off the heat now and letting the chocolate just melt. I'm just going to whisk the cream up now, Dan.
You want to make it going?
It's really interesting watching Kev actually. He's really got a real delicate touch when he's whisking. He doesn't realise he's a natural pastry chef.
It's not looking like last time, Dan, when it's split.
No, good.
No, it's looking very good. And I want to try and get the mousse in so it's got no air pockets.
They're looking lovely, them, Kev.
Teams, you have 30 minutes remaining. Emma, this is for the churros, okay?
Seriously, you'd find it so much easier with a spatula.
Okay.
He's ignoring you, Emma.
I'm not here, really.
Have you got one there, darling?
Yeah.
Emma, that's a lot easier to steer with.
Funny that, isn't it?
Emma is a total control freak, and Philip loves that she's a control freak, so he can just sit back and relax.
Do you want to start making your churros? The whole point of putting it in a piping bag is to keep it neat.
Philip, you're dribbling.
Philip, come out the end. Come out the end. Take it
Okay.
Just
I know
wait
it's
a
gonna
minute.
No, don't get nasty.
I'm not, but
I'm
you're not
just going to do
listening
that.
again.
I'm going to do that.
You have 10 minutes remaining.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Good. We're going to show the judges with this dessert that we can produce an elegant dessert that is fit for a king.
Not good.
I think the philo's breaking up.
Good man.
It's honey, it's actually powdered gold, but it's edible.
Just be confident in what you can do and just do it. That's it, mate, isn't it? That's brilliant.
This isn't like us, really, is it, being dainty? I'm really happy with the way this has come out, Dan.
Right, ice cream is done. Yeah, I'm pleased with that.
The problem with when you quenelle straight from the machine...
Probably too soft.
Too soft.
Yeah, I should have had this in the freezer. It's completely melted. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. It's not going to work.
This is where mistakes happen.
We're going to put this back in, yeah? Just give it one more push.
Teams, we've got 5 minutes left. Come on, make this count.
Come on, team! It's all going to be a last-minute placing up, isn't it?
Yeah, we'll get it out.
Yeah.
And it will look stunning.
King of churros.
How lovely. 4 more of those?
Very excited to taste Philip and Emma's chocolate mocha pot.
It's meringue. Make it look like a cappuccino.
Got to be really careful not to burn this at this stage.
Your final 60 seconds.
Hey, Danny! Oh, wow, looks good.
Struggling.
How many seconds, Philip?
11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand away from your
Oh, we did it. Anyone looking at it can only be impressed.
It was stunning.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
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 Ours was better.
Coming up, the scores are in.
For me, it just wasn't good enough.
I just wanted a hole to open up.
And the champions are crowned.
Is it going to be us, Emma?
I can't take the pressure.
You are the first ever winners of My Kitchen Rules in Britain and Ireland.
In the My Kitchen Rules final, the last course has been served.
We were trying to show the judges today that we've taken everything on board that they've told us throughout this competition.
You would never have dreamed seeing two big burly firemen come up with something like this.
We've just gone for it, haven't we?
It sounds really big-headed, but I just think it's just so stunning.
It's not too bitter. It's got a nice balance of flavours in there.
We're going to be MKR champions.
One team is about to be crowned the winners of My Kitchen Rules, and they'll win £25,000.
I would put my money on Emma and Philip.
And I will put my money on Danny and Kev.
It's time for the scores.
First, your starters.
Philip, it was your chance to step out of Emma's shadow, and you cooked lobster tail on zabaglione with a parmesan basket. The sauce was a little bit eggy. I think you made it ahead of time, and it was sitting and sitting and sitting, forming a lovely skin on top. Your lobster tail, you cook a whole lobster for 8 minutes?
8 minutes.
So the tail would have needed less. So because of that, it was a little bit overcooked.
The one part of that dish I absolutely loved was the parmesan basket. That was delicious. So, Philip, it was nice to see you out of Emma's shadow. I give you 7.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I give you a 7.
You've just proved that you can do what you say you can do, and I think you've done an amazing job, so good for you.
Thank you.
Kev, you cooked us trio of black pudding, scallop, whale's egg, and crispy pancetta. No need to have an heart attack, Danny. You did a good job. The scallop was cooked to perfection. I know you did those twice, right? Yeah.
First one burned.
Good, because that was an excellent piece of shellfish cookery.
You know, it was quite a simple dish, but your pancetta was beautiful and crisp, and that quail's egg was cut into it, and the golden liquid just poured out and just added a lovely sauce to everything. all those flavours together, the scallops, the egg, the pancetta. It was just beautiful. So I give you an 8.
I love the combination of flavours. Very classic. I give you an 8.
After the first course, Danny and Kev, you lead by 2 points.
Yeah, but we knew the main was coming up.
We turned up the heat by asking you to cook for your former rivals. Each of the teams scored your main course, and this was turned into an average score out of 10.
Philip and Emma, for your duck. The eliminated teams have scored you a 7 out of 10.
Danny and Kev, for your seafood medley, you have a score of 6 out of 10.
Now it's our turn. Philip and Emma, your sauce was beautiful. A little bit thin, but the taste was spot on.
When you were preparing your duck, I was really frightened when you put salt all over and then put it back in the fridge because it draws out the moisture. But it tasted really good. I liked it. The potato fondants were a little bit hard in the middle, only a tiny bit. So I give you a score of 7. Well done.
I give you a 7.
Danny and Kev, your seafood medley. Guys, to be honest with you, just wasn't good enough. And I think you know that.
The amount of seafood, the pasta, was just not right. You had to go fishing around for the seafood.
Clams were overcooked, and my prawns were a little bit overcooked. And you didn't put enough sauce on the bowl. After 2 or 3 mouthfuls, your sauce was gone. I don't know, where did it go?
Over me.
I didn't realise that they'd had such a bad experience on their main course. We're in with a chance.
The tiny hint of sauce that I did get tasted very good.
And really well-made pasta. You rescued it.
I give you a 5.
I give you a score of 5.
I just want a hole, really, to open up.
Philip and Emma now lead with 35 points to Danny and Kev's 32.
So, teams, this is it. Dessert.
I think we've pulled out all the stops to make it happen, and I just really, really hope we've done enough.
Yeah. The main let us down, but I'm hoping that our dessert is enough to put us through.
Philip and Emma, chocolate mocha pot, churros, Irish cream ice cream, and pecan brittle. The ice cream, it didn't set.
Way too much alcohol. The more alcohol you put into an ice cream, the harder it is going to be to set it.
The chocolate mocha pot, it was rich, it was creamy, just heavenly.
It was so silky on my spoon. It was just delicious.
The churros, they weren't cooked for long enough, not soft and fluffy in the middle and crispy, crunchy on the outside.
But that pecan brittle was delicious. So, for your dessert, I give you 7.
I give you a 7.
Thank you.
Which, Philip and Emma, gives you a grand total of 49 points.
A lead of 17, with Danny and Kev's dessert left to score.
Danny and Kev, you served us a poached pear with pear wafer, phyllo basket with ice cream and fruit, and a chocolate mousse with honeycomb. The chocolate mousse with the lovely honey on top with the gold leaf was really delicious. To show restraint and not add anything crazy like chili into there, which would have destroyed it.
The ice cream had the vanilla through it, it was set, and it tasted very, very good.
The poached pear with all those lovely spices, beautifully done. It was the complete dessert for me. I loved it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, I give you a 9. Well done.
To see these two lads with the big shovel hands, as Gabby and Steph used to call you, plating up this thing of beauty, warmed my heart so much. I've waited patiently for a dessert of that standard in this competition. Danny, Kev, for your dessert, I give you a 9. That gives you a grand total of 50 points, which means, Danny and Kev, you are the first ever winners of My Kitchen Rules in Britain and Ireland. Well done. Congratulations.
We're over the moon, so...
Totally ecstatic. I'm proud of him.
Well, I'm proud of him. I just can't believe that we've won it, really.
It's just fantastic, isn't it? You know, we wouldn't have dreamed of it.
Disappointed we've come this far. It's been a great experience. And I'd like to say thank you to Emma. She's been brilliant. We came second. It's a bit upsetting, but we gave it our best shot.
Danny, Kev, you're the winners.
Oh, dear.
I'll be all right,
Man up.
speak.
Man up.
Just overwhelmed, really. Kev's played a blinder from Pilot High to the Baker, and we just want to progress.
So, Danny and Kev, come and collect your trophies and your £25,000.
Congratulations.
To get that trophy, fantastic. To be the winner, that's a great honour.
Oh, I'm ecstatic for Danny and Kev.
Really proud of them. They definitely deserve this.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are absolutely thrilled that Kev and Danny have won, and we wanted them to win.
We're absolutely gutted for Philip and Emma. Even more gutted that it wasn't us in the final that won, though.
It's a bittersweet feeling. Congratulations to Danny and Kev. They really did pull it out of the bag.